Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 1. This is your first question. The chapter which we are related with is rectification of errors. And as you know that these 5 entries are present in your question, you are required to make journal entries. We have already understood 3 main errors: undercast, less amount on same side; overcast, more amount on same side; double error when you have posted on opposite side. It is requested to watch understanding errors, the video lecture understanding errors. So it would be very helpful for you to understand how to rectify these entries. So now we are open to solve our questions. So first entry A, sale return. First we will understand what is sale return. When you will sell your goods, goods will go out. If your customer does not like that particular product, he will return. So goods will come in. Sale return mean return inward, and this should be debited. As you know that here we can just write on debit side to remember. So sales return should be written on debit side. At this stage, this would help us to conclude. Now we will see what mistake we have done. Say return, it should be debited, but it has been undercasted. So error is undercast. In undercast, we do debit. If it is debit, we do credit. If it is credit. So first entry we are going to do, say return was supposed to be written in actual on debit side. In undercast, we write at the same place. So sales return would be written on debit side in rectified. Now there is nothing to be written over here. So for the time being, we will write suspense account over here, and we will say return in undercast and 2 words now rectified. This way our first entry is completed. There is no problem about the amount. Same amount would be posted. 500 is written over here. So you are required to write 500 on debit side, and same amount would be written on credit side. A entry is completed. Now let's see what B entry is saying. Over here, a payment of 4,000. So you are paying the amount on account of rent. On account of rent, you are paying. It means rent is an expense. Expense should be written on debit side. So for the time being, we will write rent so that we can remember that original place of rent is debit. Now let's see what mistake we have done. What is said? Payment of rupees 4,000 on account of rent has been posted twice. That means you have written 2 times. It means it is overcast. You were required to write rent only for single time, but you have written rent for 2 times. One time is extra, that is overcast. In overcast, we use opposite place. So rent would be written over here as it was overcast. Please understand, there were rent written 2 times on debit side. One time was extra. We cannot delete it, we cannot erase it, we cannot remove it, we cannot use whitener. Instead of that, one time rent had been written to the opposite side to cancel the effect. And there is nothing written over here. So what you will do, you will write suspense, and in this way suspense to rent has been completed. And what you will say, overcast rent is now rectified. Second entry is completed. There is no problem about the amount, 4,000. Same amount we are going to write on debit side and credit side as well. Alright guys, now we will see what C entry is saying to us. A sum of rupees 2000 received. Receive mean cash is coming in from Nasir. Has not. First we will see what entry should be done. You have received cash. Cash should be debited and received from Nasir. Nasir was your debtor. Debtor was account receivable asset, but as you have received the amount, Nasir will not be your account receivable. Asset decrease, decrease in asset should be credited. So Nasir name was meant to be written on credit side. Let's see what happened. A sum of rupees 2000 received from Nasir. So Nasir was supposed to be written on credit. Has not posted to his. Please underline this word his. His is used for human being. That means not posted to his, not posted to Nasir account. So this was your original entry and he is saying Nasir account has not been written. Okay, we will accept our mistake. If Nasir name is not written, we realized our mistake. When we will realize that Nasir was not written, we will write it. Only mistake was about Nasir. Nasir was not written and we have written right now. Nothing is present on debit side. So for the time being, we will write suspense account. So suspense to Nasir. Please note it down. There was no mistake in cash. Only his mean Nasir. Nasir name was not written and you have written the Nasir name in this way. Entry has been rectified. Nasir was not written, now rectified. Alright, you will write the complete rectified word, not abbreviation. For C entry, we have amount 2000. Just write down 2000 over here. In the similar way, 2000 would be written on credit side. C entry gone. And now we will see what D entry is saying to us. A sum of rupees 750 debited to Imran as 75. Okay. So Imran was supposed to be written on debit side. We will see what mistake we have done. And we have debited Imran as well. But what is mistake? Imran was supposed to be written as 750. So actual amount we can note that was 750. Instead of 750, we have written debited to as 75. So we have put 75. 10 is less. Now please note the mistake. Imran was supposed to be debited 750, but we have written only 75. It means 10 less, amount is less, it is undercast. In undercast, what we will do? Imran was not written in full amount. Undercast, same side, debit to debit, credit to credit. So Imran would be written on debit side, and how much amount? Out of 750, 75 is already written. So what you will do, difference of this amount would be written over here. So 675 was not written, we realized, and now we have written. Nothing is present on credit side, so we will write suspense, and here Imran undercast, now rectified. Alright, and same amount we will be putting 675 over here. D entry is completed. Now we will see our E entry, which is saying a sale of rupees 3000 had been credited to customer. First we will see what original entry. When you will sell to the customer, what is original entry? Customer to sales. So customer to was required to be written. So customer was supposed to be written on debit side. And here what we have written had been credited to customer. So by mistake we have written name of customer on credit side. Now you will realize what mistake we have done. We have three mistakes: undercast, writing less amount on same side; overcast, writing more amount on same side; and third error is double error. When you have written at opposite side, look, customer was supposed to be written on debit side, but they haven't written. Instead of debit, they have written on the credit side. So how you will rectify now? First, customer was supposed to be written on debit side, but we haven't written. When we realized, so we immediately will write customer name again on debit side. Listen again, customer was supposed to be written on debit. We haven't written. This was first mistake. To rectify this mistake, we will write customer on debit side. And second mistake was customer was not supposed to be written on credit. Customer was not to be written on credit side. This is wrong. We cannot delete it, we cannot remove it, we cannot erase it, and we cannot use whitener. Instead of that, what we will do, we will write this customer to the opposite side. And you can see 2 times customer is coming over here because we know that this is double error. We have made 2 mistakes. First, customer name was not written and we have written over here. Secondly, it was written on the wrong place. To rectify it, we have chosen the opposite, debit side. Nothing is present on credit side, so you will write suspense account. So in this way, e-entry is completed. We will see the amount, that is 3000. So 1 time 3000 would be written over here. Again 3000 would be written over here. And you may write 6000 to equalize debit and credit. There is another method, since customer is written 2 times. So you may write customer 1 time and instead of 3000 write down 6000 over here. So both possibilities are present. Alright guys, here we have completed all of our entries. Narration would be double error in customer now rectified. Okay, I will write it so that it should be completed in proper way. First I will remove the border, and here you will write the narration double error in customer now rectified. Alright guys, all entries have been completed, 5 entries. I am requesting you to please repeat and revise this question for 2-3 times. If you are doing the same entries in second or third attempt, it means you are doing well. So after practicing, if you feel anything difficult, you are very open and free to share your problems through messages, text, or you can directly meet to share your problem. I will try my best to answer your queries instantly. So it's time to end our lecture. Question is completed. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.